Don't sing anymore. Got
Well,
it.
you can sing it, but it's up to you to show your talent to the world.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think I'm pretty good singer, by the way.
okay, so let's go to the documentation and
Yeah,
find.
yeah, no, I can just copy this post initialize thing
Okay, let's do that.
and then we do this. Where is
Fixing
the game
inputs and
definition?
adding score to Tetris in
Mm,
CL.
Letris. Okay, so this is just to-dos and stuff. Where is the game definition?
I think it's maybe inside draw for some reason.
What are these files doing here?
This is quick Lisp. Oh, this is for the if you want to install, you need to install Quick Lisp yourself, even if you're using Nix. So
Okay,
I added those files for people to just like, oh, okay. We should actually move the game, the definition of the game out of the drawing. That doesn't make
yeah,
sense.
yeah, that's true, but let's just do this right now.
Um,
Uh,
okay, so it's just a matter
okay,
of copying the binds, right?
yeah. So supposedly, what we need to do
Is to
is
copy those
basically
four binds
just,
and
yeah, we remove like all of this from here, I think.
what is
Yeah.
with slots, by the way?
Oh, this is like how do I put it? So it's a macro that basically binds like the accessors to the slots, the raw accessors, which is slot value, to the names. So you can use these names as, just slots, and you can set them, and it will work as if you changed the slot, not the variable. Does that
I don't
make
know what that
sense?
means.
Well, okay, here, stupid example. If you have a class with a slot, you know what a slot is, like a field,
Yeah.
you just call it slot. And whatever the class is, and in your function you do this, let, R is representation of my class, right?
Mhm.
Then when you can use R and it will be like will have the value of the slot. But if you do this, something else, this will only change R. This will not change the representation.
Oh, okay. So, I think I see. Okay,
But
okay.
if you want to change the representation, what you basically need here is this representation, my class, right? But
Oh, so
it's
it doesn't work
inconvenient
in a
to,
pointer manner. Okay.
yeah, it's inconvenient to like
Yeah,
just drag it
you want
around.
names. You want names.
Yeah, so you want names for that. So you use symbol macros, and then there is this shortcut which is with slots.
Okay, that's clever.
Yeah, so we just put all of this
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, but you need to
here
remove the what do you call that? The name spacing?
away.
Well, because the example didn't have that.
Well, the example didn't have that because they were in package, in the
No, okay.
package of
No,
the.
okay, okay. Then you're right. Then you were totally right.
Okay, let's see. So, can I
It would be
compile
so
this? Yes,
awesome
I
if this
can.
just works.
Yeah, I forgot how to run the game.
We should make functions to wrap those things, dude. Like we should have a function called start
Okay, game
that
keep
calls
start Letris.
the whatever.
No. Okay, nothing moves,
No, no, no.
and it's
I can't see the game, so you're only
you
sharing
can.
Emacs.
Oh, you can see the game. Okay, let me share my whole screen, I guess. 1 second. So this is us, and this is change windows, and we do the screen, entire screen. Yeah, so it is stuck like that now because one of the pieces that spawned got stuck up there, which is an issue we need to fix.
Oh yeah.
But even if I post initialize, huh?
I don't really understand why we had this problem now and we didn't have that before.
Well, we sometimes did have it, so
Yeah, so
it's
can we try spawning another game just to see
yeah,
if
yeah, yeah. Just clearing up the board, the test board.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so
This
what?
is stuck again.
How? Yeah, it's stuck
Huh.
again. Okay, let me try this.
Oh wait, we faced this before, and so we discovered that it doesn't matter. You need to restart the entirety of the game state. Do you remember that?
I don't think so, but let's try.
No, I,
Let's
I, I
try.
really think so. I really do.
Okay.
I remember that I even asked why that's the case. Like that doesn't make sense. See?
Okay. It can still. Yeah. See, it's stuck again.
Why?
There was something up there. I didn't catch it, but it was like the piece was. It was more than just one piece. I think something like.
No, I think I know what happened
Also,
there.
the buttons don't work.
The
The
buttons don't
buttons
work.
don't work. Yeah,
Awesome.
was to initialize.
Dun, dun, dun. Did you try to when the eyepiece was falling? Did you try to do that? Did you
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah.
move it? Okay.
I can even
Uh,
reload the board.
no, but reloading the board doesn't fix this.
Yeah, there's something on the board. Okay, show me the test board.
Yeah, it's completely broken there.
Yeah.
I don't really
Okay.
understand how though. I really don't.
What if I reload it now? It's empty, and there is a test piece, and then I run it. See, it was this piece, and then the whole like thing, like it was like doubled in a sense. This piece, it's a T piece, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the problem that I mentioned before, which is that we have a scenario in which some piece is getting stuck before it should, and then this is making a mess because the collision algorithm is being crazy.
See, what spawned there up was not single piece; it was more.
No, but then I don't understand how that's possible.
But I don't like the button. The buttons don't work. This is what I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like.
why we want to try for.
Uh, huh.
Is there
Let me actually read
anything?
this.
Yeah, let's read that. Let's see. Is there anything that we actually need to?
So he has a game called Not Alone with slots of world and game state, and he says, and the rest is like what we have. And he says, okay, so with slots game state, set game state to some make instance, resource preparation. Then he has a look at, which is okay. Bind cursor, labels, bind button, pressed lambda, and bind button released lambda. Shit. What am I supposed to? Button. Bind button. This. Enter. Huh.
Okay, I think I see what he did there. So I don't know what a label is. What is labels?
Labels is like a form for defining local functions.
Yeah, so I imagine that would be an flet of some sort because I think he was defining a percentage byte
Yeah,
button, and that
yeah,
percentage
flat.
byte button he's defining using the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
WASD.
Yeah, this I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not our case. Like our case should be lines 37 and 38, right?
Yes, exactly. So we just basically do this, and yeah, this is just a shortcut, so to not write a lot.
Oh, and by the way, we should reset the board and the test piece in the post initialization as well. I think he's calling these like prepare resources or something like that. You see?
Yeah, but I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's not working as well. That for me is also.
I don't understand what is prepare resources. Like this is something built in, obviously, because he has it here. But what it is,
Oh, we can search for that in the documentation probably. Let me do that.
do that, and I'm gonna look at this some more.
Prepare. Okay, when the find game option prepare resources is set to new, you would need to request resources manually by calling prepare resources with resource IDs you need. Preparation can take a while, so prepare resources asynchronously requests resources and returns immediately for you to be notified with notice resources. This is useful when you don't want to wait until all assets are loaded and start rendering some loading or start screen right away and continue with the game after all resources are ready. Okay, so this has absolutely nothing to do with what we are doing here.
Right. This is what I thought. Okay. Wait. Oh my God.
What?
Is it that stupid?
What?
I just realized something. Let me check it. I think it's yeah. Okay, well,
Oh, what an anticlimax!
yeah, it
It's
works
working
now.
now?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Okay. We can remove one thing from the to-do list.
And I'm
Awesome.
trying to see
Trying to see.
where is the bug.
Oh. I have no idea actually. Like, even though I said what I said, for me it still doesn't make sense. Like, for me it doesn't make sense that we have a piece being stuck. Because there's no scenario in which that happens. The fact that you can play the game like already, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is cool. It's a little bit minimalistic, I
Oh
would
yeah.
say.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Um,
Oh, and by the way, I thought how to make bricks without using assets.
I'm trying to like make it stuck now, but it doesn't do it anymore.
Oh yeah,
Is
no.
it somehow maybe connected to the buttons? That would be weird.
That would be very weird.
But it's not doing the thing.
It's not doing the thing, yeah. It is an intermediate problem. We don't. I think it's gonna take some time for us to discover what's wrong. Oh, this is so freaking cool. Yeah, but let me explain to you how we can manage to draw the bricks instead of just doing this minimalistic view. And we don't want to use assets. We don't want to load an image and whatever. We can draw like It's going to be very complicated logic, but I think it's possible to draw two rectangles one inside the other. Instead of doing like we are doing it, like we are just drawing one rectangle of size 25, that we make a draw rectangle that is actually smart enough to draw two rectangles one inside the other, and it's going to be pretty and whatever. That's possible. But I kind of don't want to do that right now because, well, that's going to be it's just extensive. It's not hard per se. It's just going to be boring. I think we should focus on getting the score ready, and yeah. There's a thing that I want to see if our game is actually capable of. So do you know how to do the I think the name is T-flip?
Say again.
T-flip. It is let me
T-flip?
yeah, there are special kinds of flips in Tetris. So T-flip Tetris. Is it the name T-flip? T-spin. T-spin. That's what we want. So can you search for T-spin? Because I think it's going to be hard for me to explain to you what that is.
Okay, let's see.
T-spin Tetris.
Letris. T-spin.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh, I think I see. So like you put it here.
Yes.
And then you spin it. And,
yes,
and
but you need to spin it at the right freaking moment.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a T-spin, and this is very usual, like user to see in like tournaments and stuff. And I don't know how the logic of our game will behave trying to do this sort of thing. We don't have to test this right now. It's just a thing to be on the back of our heads. Like, can Letris do T-spin? Because if we don't, I wonder why, and I want to know why. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just thinking.
Yeah. So to make a T-spin, you just need to put the pieces in a sort of way in which the next piece will fit, but will require to be spin at the last possible moment. That's not easy to do. It may be great to just make a pre-loaded board with the T-spin already prepared, and then we make a T in the test piece instead of an I piece.
Right, and you want to just like try if it will work in our logic?
Yeah, if we can just like, if the logic is broken in a sort of way that we don't allow T-spins to happen, because that would mean if we can't do T-spin, that would mean that the logic is the order of the steps are wrong, that the order in which we are evaluating things is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is not go.
I'm also thinking right now, and I am. Wait, let me see it.
The only thing that I can think of is that the logic of movement needs to happen before the collision algorithm, because if it happens after, then the T-spin is not going to be possible.
Right. Okay. While, man, it's such a shame we can't do that like in parallel, because I just realized that, for example, it would be much better if this board here, for example, was not this global variable, but instead a slot in this.
Oh yeah, that's actually a thing that I noticed, is that the slot thing maybe is the scapegoat to make an immutable game, because you can just make like an object or whatever the heck is called in Lisp, and then you have slots, and this class is the state of the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if. Yeah, we only touch the board. Do we touch it anywhere else? Do we touch it globally outside of the game loop? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we made the game to be immutable by default.
Yeah, it's just here. It's just here and here. We should make this test board and the test piece and probably the current button as well. Where is it actually?
I don't remember
Oh.
anymore.
Yeah. What is this? It's a draw. So what is the?
Oh, maybe it's in logic.
That's possible. No.
Oh no,
Oh
it is
yeah.
there. Current
Current
button.
button
And success. Success.
and success. Yes. So definitely this all should be
Slots
slots.
in the game state, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we can add that to do there. Let's add that to do to remember doing that.
Okay. So what is the?
I don't recall where the to-dos are. Yeah, here. You can remove
Here.
the... Actually, no, all of these are still... Okay, we didn't add the to-do to fix the inputs. Okay.
So change global variables to slots of the game.
Oh no, wait. Okay. No, that's actually a thing. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's possible. This is possible.
yeah, but I remember that the success would be hard because the success we need to interact between the post initialize and the act methods. That's why we made it global because we need those two things to communicate.
Yeah, but the both the methods will still have access to it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So if that's the case,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, that's completely
Yeah,
awesome.
because they are specialized in this game. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the global variables change, or you want to add the score first?
Well, score seems to be the most fun,
Oh yeah.
and it's the easiest one.
Oh yeah.
But like, okay, so here's the thing. Adding like just a variable or actually weight. What of course makes sense is for the score to be a slot as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. No doubt
Then it
about
makes
it.
sense to do. Then it makes sense to change globals to slots first because
Okay,
we
so
will
let's
do
change the globals to slots first.
Yeah, 1 second though. I need to call somebody. Then I'll mute myself for like 2 minutes. Then I'll be back. I'm back. Everything's all right.
Okay, I'm also here.
Okay, so let's see. What? No, wait, not this. Not this. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you make the...
You just.
Wait, he has a function for it.
Yeah. No. He doesn't. He just has this here.
Yeah, no, but he has a function, make instance.
Make instances. Well.
Oh, word is a
make
class.
board. Yeah, world is a class.
Ah, okay. Let's do that.
He has a. Yeah. No, we don't need to. We just need to do make board here. That's it.
No. Wait, I
We do
think I'm
like
a little
this.
bit confused. So
Let me show
word
you.
is that a slot or is that a class with slots inside?
No, there is a class not alone.
There's a class not alone, okay.
And it has a slot world, which itself is a class.
Ah, okay. So each thing is a slot separately. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's actually not call the test board anymore. Let's just call it board.
Right. We have board, which has in it form make board.
Yeah, and then we are gonna have the current piece.
Current piece, which is spawn eyepiece.
No. Let's there's a go to logic and see if we have a function called the spawn piece.
Oh, you're right. I think we have.
Yeah, I hope we do.
Has collision.
Oh yeah,
Spawn random piece.
that's
Spawn random
exactly
piece.
what we need, my friend.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what else do we need? We need the current button.
Well, also this is init form.
Oh yeah.
Current button init
I have no idea
form.
what is the init form of that. Oh, we already have
Well,
that. It's new, right?
we have it as. No, wait, we have it as S.
Okay, let's put it as then. What else do we need? We need the success.
We need a score.
Yeah, we need the
Which
score,
is,
that's for sure. We need the score. It starts with 0 for sure.
and we need before I do success, let me see if there is what is this canvas. Well, these are okay as globals.
Yeah.
Transparent current box position. Current box position.
Where is current box position used?
It no.
Can you Control S, like Control Find, whatever?
Yeah. Nah, it's not
Where
used.
the heck is this being used? Can you grab this on the folder?
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna just do it here so everybody can see. So, like, okay, so it's only in draw.
And we already did the search, so this is useless.
Yeah, so we can remove it.
Okay.
There is origin.
But its origin is only used for drawing, so it's not. I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think success is the last one, dude. That should be a slot per se.
Okay. Yeah.
But let's make it better instead of success. This is success on move success. Let's call it like that. Move success. And this starts as new, I believe. We have this
No, it
or
starts as T. It starts as T.
okay.
Here.
Okay, so now I don't know what's the best way of doing this on Lisp, but usually I remove the global variables now. I just remove them and I try to run the game and I go from further with the compilation errors and try to refactor via that.
No, but instead let's not do that and let's just rewrite this as it is and then let's run it like with slots. Here we will need current.
Okay, so this is a list of names of the slots.
Okay, so let me recompile this. Yeah, board.
We don't have current board. We have only board.
Oh, we have board. This is why it doesn't show board. Current
piece, and we also need to move the move success.
Yeah, move.
And the current button as well.
Right. Let me put them like this. And of the class called this. And then we just these lambdas are going to be closures, but that's okay. So we have this.
No, but we should select all of this method and just do a replace text, dude.
Right.
It's a lot
right.
easier.
That is true. Okay, I'll do this here because I already deleted it, but the rest for sure. Actually, since where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, here. So current P.
No, test piece. You're gonna replace to current piece. Yes.
I think everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Well, not everywhere will work, but we're gonna have to go for on each function and discover what's wrong. Okay, the
Yeah.
next one is to replace
Board.
test board with board.
Okay, so it's test board.
Yeah.
Although there is no, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
The next one is to change star current button star to just current button.
Yeah. Current button.
Yeah, and the last one is
Retrieving
to star
success.
success to
Move.
move
Yeah,
success.
move success.
Let me try to understand how this works. So each method, okay, so this is now basically how object-oriented works game development, I guess. Right? You
Yeah.
have a
What
gigantic
happens here is
class with the game state, and all the functions, all the methods are now methods of that object, of that
yeah,
class.
and even the class is called this inside the method.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you're this is kinda cursed because this is Lisp and we're doing OOP like very very hard. But okay.
no, this is totally how it is supposed to be. Supposed to mix styles like crazy.
Okay. Okay, so can you go down to the next function? I think post
Yeah,
initialize is
yeah.
fine.
We need basically just to copy this thing here, and here we just put.
Yeah, which ones we need in here? I think we only need the board and the current piece.
Well, we need board for sure and current piece for sure.
And that's it.
Yeah, we don't need the button.
And we don't need move success. We need also to go
Okay.
to logic.lisp and go to the act and change it there.
Oh, and it's not called this, it's called app here.
We should
It's kind of
convention this as
stupid.
well. We should do conventions on this as well.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now we need to go to act now.
We don't have act.
We do have, but not in draw.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
You, sir, are correct. And okay, and this is also gonna be called to this, I think. Whoops.
Yeah, this is a thing that I actually want to fix in my Emacs. Like, I want to have control of the buffers that of copy pasting. It's so freaking annoying. Which things we needed here? We need the board, that's for sure. We need move success. We need current button. We need current piece.
We need everything, I think.
Yeah, we need everything.
Current button and move success.
Are we missing anything? No. Now we just need to do query replacements.
Yeah. Okay, so test board to board.
Yep.
Yeah, this we don't need at all.
Yep. This is
Anything
done.
more.
Cool.
And success to move success. Current button to current button.
No,
What?
wait. We do want this. We want to remove the stars.
Okay, let me just manually remove the stars because something happened and I didn't understand it. And current piece to... Yeah. There.
Awesome.
Okay, let me try to reload the whole thing and see if it works now.
Yeah, that's a good call. Oh, probably gonna face the bug more often now because now we don't have control of the initial piece. My theory
Well,
is
that's
that
good because we will... Okay, let's see.
yeah, my theory is that this is related to the piece that spawns. Dude, this is so crazy. So there is a thing, and I don't know if you would like that. I don't know your preferences in Tetris. I don't think this is fair to the original Tetris, but there in modern Tetris, there are shortcuts in which you don't have to wait for the piece to fall. You just press a button, it goes right. Oops!
You saw that?
It
But like
happened there.
the square. What?
You are phasing through the pieces. What is that?
Okay.
What in the balls is that?
And it only puts the squares out now because the rest are not passing through. See? It spawns a lot of them here.
Oh! What?
Okay, now it's stuck forever.
How would that be? Why? Huh. That's really interesting. That's really fucking interesting. So how would that be?
I can still, I think, clean the board by recompiling this. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something in the logic that is wrong. This needs to be a problem in the logic. Can you try when a piece is spawned, just try rotating it crazily. Like when it spawns up there. Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
well,
square.
okay, let me spam this button. Well, I'm rotating it, but seems to be fine.
Yeah, seems to be fine. I really don't understand this. Yeah. That's also a good problem. How are we gonna determine that the game is over?
When the piece, like, well, this is will require some additional logic, I think, because the game is over when the piece spawns,
And there's something there.
and there is a collision immediately.
Oh yeah, that you're right. You're right. Anyway, that's a problem for future us. Let's now add the score. I believe it's time.
Yes.
So,
So what's the formula, or
wait,
like,
wait,
can you
wait.
send me
Before
the link?
before before we do the score, let's actually fix the code because I want to remove the definition of the game from drawing because that doesn't make sense.
Right.
So
Okay.
the def game and the post initialize, these all should be in the main file. We need to define where the main file is going to be.
And the post initialize. Well, the main file is already. We have main file. Well, yeah, it's here.
It's
It's
going to
main
be
list.
main.lisp or letris.lisp. Which one do you prefer? What is the convention in Lisp?
There is no convention. Like, you do you.
Okay, so let's put in main.lisp, remove the current game loop that we have there. Oh, we have another list of to-dos down here, dude. That's why. Yeah, so go to letris.lisp. No. I want to keep the to-dos in the main file. I don't want to. I want to kill letris.lisp. That's my.
Oh, okay.
Let's see
Okay.
if there's anything important there first. We don't need that. We don't need test piece anymore. Test board. This extra board. Yeah, just remove the to-dos from here and remove this file. Letris.lisp. Yeah, put them there. Yep.
This, I think,
Add simple visuals, fix the visual bug while printing the board, add time semantics. Yeah, you can kill all of those. And then we can remove letris.lisp. We don't need that.
So what we want is we want to have this.
Yeah, all of that is gonna be on the main.lisp now. Oh, it's so great to pay attention to like the organization of the project because when I'm usually doing like when we did Spatula and all the other projects, we usually skip all of this organization that I think is pretty important. Okay, so
Well, I think the draw. Well, do you think the drone? Oh no, the drone should be in draw, I guess.
yeah, the drawing should be in draw.
Okay, but the post initialize and the definition is
Another
here.
thing, do you see that we have in the viewport, we have the canvas width and the canvas height being used in here, but this is defined in draw. Is that a problem? Is that a problem?
No,
Okay,
it will
so
work.
okay, so we are good. Um, there's no class named Letris. What is that supposed to mean?
Oh yeah, because yeah, well, it sees it here in a drawer, but the drawer is loaded before the main.
Jesus. Okay, so it's just a matter of going to the project file and changing the order of stuff.
Well, yes.
Okay, that's less bad.
So the main will be loaded first, I guess, which is kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of weird. Oh no, wait, that's not. I think we're gonna have problems with it here again.
No,
No, okay. Okay, so can you remove the from draw.lisp? Remove the things that we just moved.
I I I,
Oh,
I
you did
already
already.
did.
Okay. Okay, so how are we gonna do the score? Let's go to logic.lisp,
Mm-hmm.
and there must be a function up there that does the cleaning of the board. I think it's checkboard, maybe checkboard.
Yeah, and it may be
Find row to
clear all.
clear, clear row. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
and
the
checkboard.
yeah, but that's the thing. Find row to clear will tell us which index to clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree that each time the find row to clear returns an index, that means that one row will be cleared, right?
Yes.
That means that we need to have a local accumulator because we need to save that information. We need to save how many lines we're gonna clean because that defines the combo, right? If you do a Tetris, that means that you did four cleans in a single move, and that
Yeah, so what
changes
we want
the.
is we want basically count this, right?
Yeah, we want to count how many iterations we did in the for loop. That's basically
Can we
what we
just
need.
make it so that checkboard returns the count and then we do something about this in act?
Yes, we can do that. We can perfectly
So
do that.
let's just count.
Is that it? Are you kidding?
No.
Okay, now we need to make a function called the uh, give score, and it receives that number. Let's make that function right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this
These
can go.
need to
This
die.
shoe can go. Yeah. Good catch.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make a function called give score, and that function will pick a number, uh, and we're gonna return the formula, which I'm gonna grab it right now again. Here. Okay. So the formula is uh, uh, okay. So the formula depends on how many lines
Yes.
how many lines you cleared, right?
And also level.
You also level, but our level is always
One.
zero. It starts
Oh,
from
zero.
zero.
Okay.
Starts from zero. Because right now we're gonna have another slot called level later, right?
Well, yes, that is if we manage to change the
Exactly.
frame rate.
Exactly. If we manage to change the frame rate, we're gonna add a level slot, and that level slot is gonna be used here to do the calculation as well.
Yeah, so let me just say that let me just put a level here right now and make it optional.
Yeah, that's a good call. A good call.
And then
Yeah.
just
Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is to do a bunch of whens, asking if the score. Wait, it's not
can you show
score.
me just can you send me the link to the formula?
Yeah, I think it's easier like that. But the name of that is not score, by the way. It's lines, line number.
Okay, okay. Right. It's a line.
Lines, yeah. So you can go to the link now. I think it's going to be easier for you to understand. It is on this chat. Okay. So do you see the AND case there?
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
The N is the level count, and the lines are hard coding the numbers that you're multiplying. So if you clear one line, it's going to be 40 times level plus 1. So in our case, it's going to be plus times 1, right? Because our level is 0. And then you're going to do that with lines, 2 lines, 3 lines, and 4 lines.
What if I clear 5 lines at once? Oh, this is impossible.
Yeah, this is impossible.
No. Okay, cool. So basically, I just need to say, well, case lines.
Yeah.
Then it is either 1
Yep.
or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah. And this is exactly the type of case in which, in like a language like Haskell, we would have a problem of exhaustiveness. But because this is Lisp, we're not going to have that.
Yeah. You'd have to
Do a
make a
catch-all.
type, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
or do a
well,
type.
yeah.
Or do a type.
Yeah, you can do a catch-all. Let me just make it e-case, in fact.
What is
This
the
will
difference
error.
between case and e-case?
The e-case will error if there is something else, you know.
No, okay.
This is not gonna happen, but just in case.
Yeah, no, that's good
something weird
practice.
happens. And so this is just
40 times
40 by
level plus 1.
level plus 1.
Plus 1 level, right? This is Lisp. Okay, and then you can copy that, and then just gonna do that 3 more times, changing the internal number. So 2 is 100. 3 is 300.
Actually, let me do it like the fancy way.
What is the fancy way? Oh, I see. I see. That works. I don't know if I would call that fancy, but that works. It's a better way for sure. 300 now, and then 1200.
Oh, yeah, 300.
Yeah, that's it for this function. Now, what we need to do is the following. In the act, instead of just doing checkboard on the void, we're gonna have to get the result that now we get from that, and this is gonna be the argument for give score.
Yeah. So we just need score
Exactly,
here.
exactly, and do set f.
We say set f score,
and then
to
give score on the checkboard.
Yeah. Oh, not set f, but increment.
Ooh! Wait. Oh, that's an interesting problem. The checkboard before, we were using that in a mutable way now. Do you remember that? We were just assuming that we would be using the global board, I think.
What do you mean?
Well, let's see what happens.
Here's the checkboard.
Yeah, but I think this was we were passing the global board before. But I think because you're using with slots, because of the pointer thing, this is gonna work anyway.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Okay.
Because the checkboard is actually mutating the board, you see?
Yes, but it's fine. Well,
yeah, my understanding is that this should be fine.
Okay. How do we don't see the score?
No, yeah, so, but I just wanted to see the game working, and then we're now gonna do the drawing after.
Wow.
And it doesn't. Zero fell case expression. Oh, this is when you don't have, you didn't do anything. Okay, right. That makes a lot of sense. This is
why, yeah.
The E case, that saved the day. Okay, let's go to there now. We need to change that function again. So in the case of 0, we should return 0 actually. Add to the E case 0, and then that should be 0.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. This should work now.
Okay.
And
I
now,
don't
and
know if
because
it
you did the
broke.
increment f instead of set
Yeah,
f, that's gonna work.
it broke. Let me restart it.
Okay, can you do stuff and rotate piece and stuff? Okay, okay. That now let's draw it, and that's it for a score. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
We need to remove some prints from some. Oh, although, well,
Yeah, we do
yeah,
need to remove some prints.
like this print and this print, I think. Yeah. Okay. So we need to draw it somewhere.
Yeah, now it's the time
And there
that we
was
need to
a
go to the.
way.
Yeah, we need to go to the documentation and see how to draw text.
Yeah, he has like. Is this the example? No, wait. Getting started, yes. So he has a drawing of the text somewhere.
Okay, let's search for that. And that's gonna be
Game
about
kit
it.
draw text.
Oh, draw text. There it is.
Yeah. And then the position. So the
Can you
position
add?
should be.
Can you add new lines to that string there?
Yeah, you can like format stuff. You can
Yeah.
just
Okay.
instead of
Okay.
the string, you can do the format.
Okay. So that's exactly what we want.
Okay, so let me like here I go to
Easy.
the
Adding
raw,
the score is like.
and I have this, and when do I? Okay, well,
With slots, does the with slots has a internal prog-n?
yes.
Okay, so before the let we can draw the text.
So we will need score here as well,
Exactly. And I want to
and
do like score, column, and then space, and then the number. Yep. I don't know if these coordinates is gonna work. Can we put instead of 300 and 400, can we put 1010 or whatever? Just for
yeah,
the sake
sure.
of being on like up left corner. It's not gonna mess with anything. Man, imagine
Okay,
if this is it. How awesome would that be?
there we go.
I want it to be bigger, but we can fix that later.
Yeah, I don't know how to change. Let me try to like make it.
Let me try to play the game.
Yeah, make it increment. Okay, so is this enough? Shit. Now I'm
You
in.
need an eyepiece there.
Yeah,
There we
there we
go.
go.
Dude.
See? Okay, cool.
This is so cool. Okay, we're gonna
Big
have
one.
another point there.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do the dirty thing. Nope, couldn't do it. Well, anyway, it works.
Yeah, but can we make it bigger though?
Uh, Good question.
And I also
Let's
don't want to
see.
be on the bottom. I would like to be on the top.
Yeah, I think it should be in the like in the top right instead of bottom left. But this is
Oh, you prefer
we
right
can do
instead
it.
of left? That's interesting.
Yeah, because I think that's how it was in my Tetris in the in
Okay,
when I
let's
was a
follow
kid.
your lead then.
But let me see.
How the heck
So
we make
what
this
is
thing
the
bigger?
yeah? I'm. Let's see. Game kit draw draw text. String origin full color font. Fill color font. I wonder
Oh,
what font
jeez.
is.
Okay, so maybe the font. That would be a very bad way to do it, though.
Why?
Because it doesn't like. I want to use the same font. I don't want the size information to be embedded into the font, you know? I want the font to be
No, but
orthogonal.
maybe this is just the name of the like the argument he gave it. Maybe it's not like you know, maybe the font will be the same. I'm pretty sure the font is the same every time. Let me put the user manual here. Yeah, so draw text. Draw text in the canvas, coordinates is use fill color key to change the font, pass object created to make font. Oh.
Oh, it is the size. It is probably the 32 there. Why?
Oh.
If you
Oh.
only want to change the size, you're gonna have to mess around with the font, dude. That's bad design.
Well, no, but like it is, we can leave the same font.
But do you know the default font?
Oh, but we can see what the full default font is. There we go. Wait, what? It said no location. Hey, yeah, that's fucking unfair. It didn't find a.
What the heck is that?
Well, that is okay. But like, what is the definition? This I understand what it means, but it's hard to explain. Basically, it makes the variable dynamically scoped. But where's the fucking definition? Yeah, there's a lot here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I think it's just Notosense all around because this is the only font file he had there. Let's try.
Okay, do you want to use a special font now that we have to do it anyway?
No, I just want to use this one.
Oh, okay. But well, we can
We,
do
we
like that.
can we can we can we can do it later. But let me just try this for now. What? Example package Notosense. All right. Example pack. The hell is this example package though? It's something that he defines here.
That's weird.
It's like from this maybe not this, no. I just want a REPL.
Wow, the audio thing is fancy. It
Oh,
supports .fleck. The heck? Like FLAC is one of them, like the audio file formats for audio, dude. And he supports this. Anyway, let's go back to the fonts problem. I think there's no way around
First of
it.
all, oh yeah, first of all, we need to tell GameKeeper where to find resource with define image, define sound, and define font macros, or some symbol of one identifier for the resource. And the second argument is an absolute relative path to the resource. Well, sure, but how about... Okay, yeah, so this doesn't give examples of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we should just pick a font, put into the assets folder, and just use that. Well, if you go back to their place, like when you were scrolling around the source code of the library, in the assets
Yeah.
folder in there is the font that you want.
Yes.
So you can just copy that to our folder.
Yes, this is what I'm thinking, but like this is so much.
Yeah, this is a lot of work to change the freaking font of a thing, the freaking size of a thing. But like I said,
Yeah.
I would like him to have made this orthogonally, so you can pick a font and you can pick the size separately. It just works. But he chose to do them together for some reason.
Yeah, this I understand now. This is indeed not the best design. Wait, no, not this. I want just raw text. Okay, so we're here, and there's the
Yeah, you
assets.
copy this to our stuff.
Right.
But you see the problem, you're gonna have to discover how to load assets now, just because of this.
Yes, that's true. Assets. We will need assets anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have assets anyway.
So what the target director doesn't exist? Create it. Stupid fuck. Okay. Now it exists. You happy? Yeah. Copy this here. Okay. There we go.
Okay, now we need to learn how to load that.
Yeah, so it says locates the resources.
First argument to them is a symbol that would become an identificator, and the second argument is the absolute or relative path to the resource. So you need to use a define font macro in there.
Yeah, that's no problem. Let me
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how he does it. Well, let's put it in the...
Where the heck this goes though? This is not logic. This is drawing. This is part of drawing.
Yeah, this is drawing probably.
This is definitely part of drawing, yeah.
And it goes like, I don't know, like here.
Yeah, it can be somewhere there. Yeah. But instead of fonts, it's assets though.
Yeah. It's... And the name is different.
No, wait, yeah, there. The name is different?
Well, yeah, because it's just not sans.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then the... There we go.
And it's broken.
The file, blah blah blah, game.
Does not exist. Can you double check the name of the file that we have?
Oh no, the name is okay. Well, okay, let me kill this first. Yeah, shut down. Wow.
That's bad.
It said the game, but it's not in the game. Like, it's in the previous directory.
Oh, so you need to do //
Yeah, like this.
No. That's I think that's good. That's wrong. You need to do // asset / not sans.
Oh, not game.
Yeah. Yeah, now I think it's gonna work. Yep. Okay, now let's do the math to put on the top right corner.
Mhm.
So let me think. You can close this. You can close.
I want to score, yeah.
um, so let me think a little bit about it.
Well, it's basically just like we're in the bottom left and it's close to 0, 0. So on the top right, it should be a difference
0.
between size and this. Oh, but it would need to be like, yeah, I see the problem. It would need to be like
No.
a
This is
little bit
actually.
further.
I think it's gonna be. I have a guess. It's gonna go to where we are drawing this thing. Yeah. So instead
Yeah.
of 10, 10, it's gonna be width minus 20 let's say, and
Well,
then.
yeah, minus what is my question.
Oh no, that's gonna be trial and error for sure.
Okay,
There's no
yeah,
math
so
about
where's
that.
the width?
The
Where's the
width, the
width?
width, we
Oh,
don't, we have
canvas
a,
width.
yeah, canvas width is gonna be the name that we're gonna use. So it's gonna be canvas width minus, I don't know, maybe 25 or 20, just for starters. And then the height it's gonna be canvas height minus 10. Let's see how that works.
Okay.
Okay, that's
No,
too much. We need that's too little actually. Let's put 50
too
now.
little.
50 on both, just for the sake of it. Okay, we need to
Okay,
be more on the
so
width, so 150 on the width.
so this goes like 30
30.
and this is like 150.
Yeah, let's put that. That's a good call. Almost
Uh,
there. So let's
yeah,
put
let's
120 now.
yeah. What? Oh.
Look at that. Oh, dude, but when
Oh,
you
and this happened. This happened, see?
yeah, this happened. I saw that. I still don't know why though.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And there is no like
We need to understand why. But we need to put let's put 130 and 40 instead of 130. Because the number will grow, right? And then the number growing, we need more space. So let's put
right.
150, 130 there or 40, and let's put 40 here. I think that's be the final piece of the puzzle. Yeah, that's awesome. That's completely fine. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so we have the score. It is yeah, we did everything that we wanted to do today in half the time. We did the
Yeah.
inputs. It's fixed now. We don't need to do the game starts and then you do the bindings, and we added the score. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm still thinking. Well, the game kit start Letris is like easy. We can wrap it in a lambda or whatever. And, I mean, this I remember this now.
Yeah. So I would like to go to the sound. Being honest, I don't know what you want to do. What is your take?
Well, the sound is like, let's see.
Yeah, the API doesn't allow us to stream it. We have to have the asset. So we need to download the that YouTube video that I sent you before, but that's completely fine.
Yeah,
So let
yeah.
me
You
let
sure?
me well, according
We
to
don't
the
even need
example,
the video. We don't even need the video. We just need the.
yeah, but the guy has the video on another platform with only audio.
Oh, okay.
Let me go there and see if you can download it for free, because why not? Um, okay, so he has SoundCloud. Um, um, I'm not a particular SoundCloud guy, and it doesn't seem to allow me to download it. At least not with an account. Maybe if I create an account, I'd have that option. I have absolutely no idea.
Well, right now, like the let's do the following actually, because this is very simple. What we need to do is just to do the GameKit define sound.
Oh, I found a like online way to do it. Just a sec.
We can use any sound file. This is what I was going to say. What I wonder though is how do we make it play?
Oh no, there's a button for that. I also saw that in the documentation.
I didn't see it. Okay, well you'll show me.
Jesus. One sec. YouTube tools.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm so pissed that this has so many ads, and then I'm not allowed. It's not allowing me to get my thing. Okay. One sec again. Okay, but if you go to the get started, go to the get started again.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing about sound on the later. Uh, no, not that. Yes.
Oh, sound.
There.
Oh, we have just this. Play and then the and then whatever.
Yeah, you can even have a key to mute it, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm very freaking surprised how hard it is to do this. People just once. Uh, okay. Well, let me go to here. Well, during this time, you can pick whatever OGG file you may want.
Yeah. I don't have anything.
No, just pick
OGG
one like royalty-free OGG file or whatever. While I discover how to fix this nonsense. Um,
Can I download this?
yeah.
Okay.
No. Go to the three dots. No. Go back there.
Okay.
Three dots.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. So where is the thing? It's here. Lisp Letris assets. Okay. It's very loud, by the way, but.
Yeah, I hope
Anyway.
there is some volume control shit going in the API.
Yeah. So.
Because otherwise we're screwed. Let's
No,
put
it
that in the
should.
drawing. Let's put that in the drawing. Although
Yeah.
it's a little bit like drawing with sound, whatever that means.
So this is a Tetris music.
Did
And
you put
it's
inside assets?
yes, so
Okay.
it should be like it should be assets. Well,
Yeah, I found a way to download the other guy's video.
okay, and so we do it while drawing.
Yay.
How do we?
Let me double check if I can send send you this on
How
Discord.
do I make it play like constantly though? This is what I wonder.
Wait, if you press the button and let that play, it's not gonna loop forever?
Yeah, but wouldn't it try to play it every time it draws if I put it in the drawer?
Wait, I'm confused. Can you go back to the getting started? We're gonna just copy paste this bind button and then we are done.
You mean this, play. By the way, what are the arguments to this? Sound in and key looped P. Okay.
Whatever that is.
No, I think this is what we need. I think we want this actually. I think we want it looped.
Let me go to the user manual. Play.
Tetris music.
Playing audio. Here.
Looped P.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff about this. Oh, you can even put controllers. Jeez, dude. This guy really likes games. No. That's not what we want.
What do you mean?
Because every time you draw, you're gonna restart the music, I think.
Yeah. How do you then?
Let's just do like the getting started. Let's add a button to it. That just for the sake of testing this right now.
Oh, you mean like this at the top level?
Yeah, we can put this in the post initialization.
Oh, actually, let me just put it in the post initialize, just the play because.
Oh, that's actually a good call, right? I forgot about that.
So where is the main? So like.
We need to be careful because if this was loud, it's gonna be hard to. It's gonna be like a jump scare, you know?
Yeah. It is. It is.
Let me prepare. Let me be farther from the headset though.
Shit.
It's really freaking loud.
But it works.
Oh yeah, it works. Why are you laughing so hard though? Stop this! Okay, thank you. I would be completely impressed if the guy has volume controls on the API. This would upgrade him from a Giga Chad to an Ultimate Chad.
Also, the sound have volume control in sound.
Because doing volume control on audio, that means that this guy knows like signal handling, like electric engineering basically. And that would be completely like amazing. You are a complete Giga Chad, congrats.
Okay, so what is the play? I want the documentation for play here. What is?
Yeah, I'm already looking into that, and it doesn't seem to have volume control.
Play sound. Why is it called play here but play sound here? Play sound defined earlier with defined sound. Stop sound.
Yeah,
okay,
I really think he's gonna say that this is external control. Like the asset needs to be adjusted, not the API will not provide you control of the volume. Because again, that would be a lot harder to do.
Okay, yeah, this I don't know, but I asked him anyway.
Yeah, no, I also don't know. I'm just saying my impression. Anyway, Wait. Dude, we have the ability of playing any sound at any moment. Do you know what that means? You can make the sounds of the combos.
Yes. But that is very advanced. Like, I mean, we can. Let's not just do that right now.
Okay.
What I want to do the next is to make the game actually, gamey, as in try to, make it so that we lose
Okay,
when we
let's
lose.
clean some to-dos first, and then let's add some more.
Mm-hmm.
So, change global variables to slots in the game. You can remove that. Add time
Yeah.
mechanics. Well, we did half of that. Oh no, no, no. The see if it's possible to change the FPS at runtime. This is the same as time mechanics. So you can remove
Mm-hmm.
the last one.
Yeah, right.
Um, okay. So uh, you already added the at the end of the game condition. That's a
Yeah,
good
so we
thing.
want this.
Uh, Let me think a little bit on what more do we care alongside the end of the game. Pausing the game. Pausing the game is a thing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's easier instead of the end game condition.
Wait, I need a couple of minutes. Is that okay?
Sure.
I guess so. 1 second. I'm back.
I'm here.
Sorry for the delay because it's just that my wife came home and I had
Sure.
to wish her a good night.
No, that's
And also,
important.
I will soon have to end because I can't speak when she's asleep. I don't let her sleep that way.
Okay, so
But
I identified another to-do that you can add there.
yeah,
Add a
which
menu.
is, oh yeah.
And I have bad news that you can ask the author again, which is how do you
Hmm.
pause the game? Is there no freaking way to pause it? Because as far as I can tell,
Also, is there a way to like pause the game?
because
Hmm.
as far as I can tell, there's no documentation about specifically about this on the getting started, and I also didn't find
Hmm.
it in the user manual as well.
Well,
Um,
yeah, the getting started is like it's not that big.
mhm.
So obviously, I think kind of obvious that like if what this shows here is everything that he has, the the abilities are going to be limited. The abilities
Yeah,
of this, that is.
yeah. Anyway, so well, so what did you want to do again? I know we have time constraints now. We gotta go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do we have
I
anything that
wanted
you can do
to
very
at
fast?
least at least think about how to make the game end. When you lose, make a losing condition basically.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna think about that because that's not obvious to me. Like
Well,
speaking freely, like loosely. Yeah, if you detect a collision on the upper level, that's an end-game condition. But how are you gonna code that? You know? Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
somewhere here we set a current piece to spawn random piece, and then we'd have to instantly check collision, and there will probably be another variable that is like done or game end or whatever. Not a variable, but like a slot, but whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
have to make a function that will occur at the bottom of the GameKit act, exactly as you said,
yeah,
and that would be like check end game condition,
yeah.
and that will grab the board only, and
Mm-hmm.
then we we're gonna have to think about how we're gonna do that because that's a specific kind of collision, right? We're gonna have to make a function that is smart enough to know that. So
Why is it specific kind of collision? It's just the regular collision
no,
with
it's not a
the
regular
board.
collision because you are looking for a collision on a specific area of the board. The hash collision algorithm doesn't care where the collision is
Oh,
happening.
wait, wait, but no, but has collision. Well, it doesn't care, but it basically checks if the
It
current
checks
piece.
for three things. It checks if you're trying, no, two things only. It checks the boundaries of the board, right? So it checks if you're trying to do collision like moving to the right
Oh,
or moving to the left. And it also
oh
checks the
yeah,
collision with the board itself.
yeah, and we only need the letter.
No, we only need the ladder and only in the on the top of the board. Because if you have if you have a collision on the bottom, that doesn't matter. That's not an end game condition, right?
Yeah, but if we check it specifically after we spawn a piece, it is at the top.
If we can you go down at the
Yeah.
where the act is doing there?
If we check it specifically like here, here, check whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I really know what you're saying, but Just to finish this off, let me give you a tip about this because it's not as trivial, I guess. The piece and the board, they work independently, right? What that means? That means that we are controlling the piece and the board separately, and when we need to do a glue, that they become together. But when you spawn a piece, the board doesn't know that this is happening. Why? Because it's almost like we have a piece on one plane of existence, and the shadow of that piece, we glue that on the board.
Oh yeah, right.
That
You are
means
correct.
that means that the way that you're gonna do this NVM condition is gonna involve gluing because you're gonna have to glue first, or something like that. And we're also gonna have to detect a collision. So it's gonna be a special case of hash collision because we're only gonna detect on the beginning of the board, and then we're gonna pass a piece, and
We
then we're gonna.
can sort of hack a thing here, which I just came up with, and I don't like it, but it can work.
Sure.
Which is basically we can have a state that tells if the piece after spawning has moved yet. And if it hasn't moved yet, and this thing is move, and the move success is null, we can glue it and then say that the game is done. If it's spawned and hasn't moved yet and there is already a collision, that means that we have hit the,
Wait, what is the beginning? Can you repeat that?
If we have spawned the piece
Mm-hmm.
and we immediately have collision, that means we can end the
Oh,
game.
that's a bad way to do it, though.
Yes.
I see. Oh, that would be so cursed. Because you're gonna have to remember.
Yeah,
Because
we will have to have a
right,
slot that is like piece immediately spawned or something like that.
yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, well, that works. I believe that's not the. Maybe that is the. Well, I don't know if it's the easiest way to do it. It's definitely the easiest one to think. Like it's very immediate and it works. But I think there's a better way to do it for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you come up with something, I will be okay with that.
okay, I will definitely think about it because I think it's not that hard of a problem. Because in my mind, this is a really special case of hash collision. Because it's basically has collision, but we only check in the first three rows of the board, and we also don't check for collisions
Well,
like with the boundaries of the board.
the first four sometimes.
Yeah, first four, that works. So I'm gonna think about it, and then next time we can fix that. Why do I want to add a menu, right? Because two things. I thought about two things that you would want to be able to do on a menu. The first is to change the song. Maybe you like the OG Tetris, or you like the other version that I shared with you, Tetris, and then you can swap between those. That would be interesting to model. And the second thing is that I would like to add, like, when you're playing versus Tetris, like you're playing like players against players Tetris, there is a condition that not only the things get faster, but the board shrinks.
And also we can add high score system.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. You can play two modes of Tetris. One mode in which it only gets faster, if it's possible, right? Assuming that we can change the frame rate. It gets faster, and the calculation of the points change. That's cool. And there's also a mode that I would like to add, which is that after some time, after some level, we're gonna stop making it like faster, and we're gonna just shrink the board. You have less rows to play with. And in that way,
Although,
go.
what happens is if, oh, you mean like the height? You're gonna
Yeah, the
shrink
height.
the height.
Exactly.
What happens if it hits the?
That's
you
the end
shrink
game.
it and it
That's
hits
the final boss.
Okay.
In versus, this is used in order to the players to be more stressed out and to try to kill the other faster, because they know that there's a deadline now. because the board is shrinking. But I would like to just add this sort of mode just to experiment having a menu, experiment changing the board size. I never actually thought about that. Like, is my game board size transparent? Like, will my game work regardless of the board or the size of the board? That would be very interesting. That would be very interesting. Because I think the answer is yes, but I'm not sure.
Also, we probably need to draw something to outline the board.
Oh, for sure. Add that as a to-do.
Yeah. Draw a rectangle to outline the board.
Okay, the last thing before you commit, remove the file letris.lisp. And then we can commit, and then we're done.
Oh, yeah, right. So this here is like this. So Letris.lisp we no longer need.
Yeah.
The rest we need, right?
The rest is completely needed, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Now you just use Magit to commit.
Yeah, what is the Magit status? Stage this, stage this, stage this, this, and this.
There's some untracked files though on the assets. So just add assets there.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Okay, now you can commit. Yeah, today was fun. Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time it's actually pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, we are making progress.
Added core. But this is so much harder than many of your other projects, actually. I think. I don't know, but it seems like it's harder.
I would say it really depends on the project. I would say that for now, the most difficult projects that we managed to do / start would be the database and the programming language. Those were the hardest, but I think that the difficulties of this project was like library support, dependency support.
Yeah.
The hard part of modeling the game, we didn't touch that because that was done already because we did that back in the day.
Yeah,
I think
right.
that it is more fun though because you know how the dependency works and we managed to fix that. It started to get more fun because we managed to do a lot per session now. We do a lot of things.
Yeah. Just imagine if I didn't read Twitter and you didn't tweet how you're gonna start the project in Common-Lisp and I never found your stream and you tried to do like all of this without me. I don't know how much it would take.
Years.
Yeah. It's definitely not an easy task.
Yeah, no, this part is not easy. But now that we are getting the grip out of the library, you're making more progress per session. That's what I wanted to say.
Of course, it would really be cool if somebody else except me, I mean somebody else that is
Oh no, Magento
new.
will come in 1 or 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. And he will probably be able to run it.
He's running
On
NixOS and macOS, so.
Oh, he is on NixOS as well.
No, but he has 2 computers, and one of them is a Linux, which is NixOS, and the other one is Mac.
Okay, well, on Mac it's supposed to work. I think.
Yeah, let's see about that.
Okay, so we added score and sound, and what else?
Isn't that... Oh, and we fixed the inputs.
Fixed inputs. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna stop streaming now.
And I'm also gonna finish the... Okay, so bye. Recording.